Okay, so this is an updated version of Infinite Turrets. So unlike before, where we had like 5 or 10 inputs, we can have as many inputs as we want. This version uses a channel sweeper. So you give it a range of channels to check, so a lower bound and an upper bound, and then what ID you want it to match with. And if it spots a channel in that range that matches this ID, it'll listen to it. Otherwise, it'll keep searching in this range. So I'll show you how to use this. So we're going to set a lower bound. So like, let's say I want it to listen to range 9,000. So channel 9,000 to channel 9,100. Okay, so we set our lower bound and our upper bound. And then our ID is going to be 1 because this is the first turret. And this is 2 and this is 3. I already set the ranges in here. And then we're going to make this periscope listen on channel 9,000 because simple number. This one is on 9,050 and this is on 9,100 exactly. So if I hit play, you can see that the turrets are searching, and then that's the channel they're searching for. It goes in increments of 5, and then whenever one of those dumb bots walks by, the motion detector will go off saying the periscope is working, and it will broadcast on that channel. So you can see that, and then I can switch, and I can swap to that, and swap again. And it does take a second because the sweepers don't sweep channels very fast. I mean, that's as fast as I can get them to sweep. So it does take a second to swap, but it does swap like the other version. It just takes a second. You can fire it if you want. I don't have power or ammo boxes hooked up, but you can power it if you want. This button right here is a reset button. So it'll reset it back to the lower bound. So if the turret fucks up for whatever reason, which it has done once or twice, not sure why, but if it fucks up, you can reset it by hitting that button. I think that's about it. The periscopes are normal, so those are normal. It's the same periscope used for every other version. Let's see. This is your trigger out. That's your periscope out. This is your whether you want the turret light on or off. So you can disconnect that if you want the turret light on constantly. And then this is what channel that the turret is listening to currently. It's connected to this text display, but you don't need that if you don't want it. You can just get rid of the text display. So like I said earlier, it does sweep a range, so like 9,000 to 9,100 for example, but it does it in increments of 5. So it'll check channel 9,000, and then if it doesn't find a matching turret ID broadcast on that channel, it'll add 5 to it, so 9,005, and check that. Because the periscopes use 3 channels to communicate. It uses the first one to send a turret that it wants to listen or that it wants to connect to, so it broadcasts the turret ID, and then the channel after that, so like 9,000, so this is broadcasting on 9,000, it says, hey, I want to use turret 1 on channel 9,000, so it sends a 1, and then the turret accepts that, and it listens to channel 9,001 and 9,002. 9,001 is the trigger channel, 9,002 is the periscope channel. So you can actually see that right here. This takes the channel in, and then this will add 1 to it, this will add 2 to it. So you get those 3 channels that we're using. So this will increment from 9,000 to 9,100 in increments of 5. So it won't check 9,003 for a turret ID. Just to throw that out there. But it will check a lot. You can set the range as wide as you want. I think Wi-Fi components only go from like channel 0 to channel 10,000. So you can't go more than 10,000. You can't go lower than 0. But that's a pretty broad range. So that's how they work. Yeah. Oh, you can get rid of these too. If you don't want the text displays, you can get rid of those. But it should work the same. So hope you like it.